Good morning, folks. This is the last Sunday in January of the year 2021. Who thought we were going to get here? So I'm sporting a COVID haircut. And I'd just like to say at the top of the show that just because you think it doesn't make it true. So over the past couple of months, I've been hiring local musicians to come into my home and entertain very small, intimate groups of people. And it's been a lot of fun, and I think between my contribution and the contribution of some of my good friends, we've probably pumped $3,000 or $4,000 into the local artist community in a very selfish way, but at any rate, just a reallocation of assets. Took the money I wasn't spending on going out to dinner and put it in the pockets of musicians that I care about. So in that process, I'm learning a couple of new songs, which are really not ready, but I'll probably play a little bit of them and then I'll play one of mine. Took 2 weeks vacation for the honeymoon. Had 2 tickets, all inclusive, down to Cancun. Couldn't get my money back, so I'm sitting in 7A. I'm getting drunk on a plane. That's enough of that. Here's the other one. Written by an English folk singer, apparently a song that most people that learn to play guitar in England learn, but written about his experience in Paris. And then London was added to the conversation late in the songwriting process, because there was a confusing alternate tune about Paris. Ralph McTell. So how can you tell me that you're lonely? And for you the sun don't shine. If you take me by the hand, I'll walk you through the streets of London. Think I'll show you something that'll make you change your mind. Do you see the old man by the closed down market, kicking up the papers with his worn out shoes? If you look into his eyes, you will see there is no pride, and by his side, yesterday's papers, yesterday's news. How can you tell me that you're lonely? For you the sun don't shine. If you let me take your hand, I'll guide you through the streets of London. Think I'll show you something that could make you change your mind. Do you see the old girl walking through the streets of London, dirt in her hair and her worn out clothes? She's no time for talking, she just keeps on walking, carrying her home into carrier bags, carrying her home into Salisbury bags. How can you tell me that you're lonely? For you the sun don't shine. If you take me by the hand, I'll walk you through the streets of London. Think I'll show you something that could make you change your mind. If you take me by the hand, I'll show you the promised land. I think I'll show you something to make you change your mind. That's not all of it, but that's part of it. My good friend from England challenged me to learn that song, and it's interesting, it takes me a little longer to learn a song that I haven't been singing my whole life. Somebody asked me to sing something that I've been singing my whole life, I can pick it up pretty quick. So, good learning process. Gets your brain cells liberated and goes from there. So, the thought for the day is just reconsider what you're thinking, because you might not be right. And even though fact-checking is the blight of polite cocktail party conversation, it is probably worth doing from time to time. The authority you have in your own brain does not necessarily commute to authority out in public. So social media is a real problem with this because we stream social media like a social consciousness. And I think that it would be great if people would learn the art of keeping your thoughts to yourself at times. Now, here I am sharing my thoughts over social media, so I'm the hypocrite, but I think I'm right, probably not. So here's, I think I got time for 2 songs that I wrote. This one's called My Song. I was born back in Baltimore. The same day my daddy bought a new car. And on the way home, he bought a TV set. Up to then, my family watched the Bendix. And for fun, they went to a laundromat. But I don't have a cold heart. And I promised you till death do us part. Nowadays, I sit and wonder why. Can't seem to hold on to a woman till she dies. So I moved to Ohio one day. I went mostly for the better pay. Looked over my shoulder, lost my family on the way. And I don't have a cold blue heart. And I promised her to death do us part. Nowadays I sit and wonder why. Can't seem to hold on to a woman till she dies. Well, California became my home. Too much moss stopped this rolling stone. I went out there to be alone. And I don't have a cold blue heart. I can promise you till death do us part. Nowadays I sit and wonder why. Can't seem to hold on to a woman till she dies. Well, I was sailing San Francisco Bay. I met a woman and her name is Ray. And when she'd ask me, here's what I'd say. Hey, I don't have a cold blue heart. And I promise you till death do us part. Please don't ever make me wonder why. Can't seem to hold on to a woman till she dies. Now we're living just east of D.C. Kids growing up being the best they can be. And when they get there, I hope they will see my daddy has no cold blue heart. Love my mommy right from the start. We will never make him wonder why. Can't seem to hold on to a woman till he dies. So that song about getting drunk on a plane caused me to think about this. What if the women I had asked to marry me over the years, and there's been a couple or a few, or I guess there's 3, what if they had said no? What if they had jilted me at the altar? What would have happened? Well, I have no idea, but I don't regret any of what I did. Seems like I learned, because the last one has stuck. 26 years of marriage. Who thought Bob Bennett would do that? I don't know. Not me. I didn't even think I'd be alive at this point in time. I remember sitting in a 9th grade study hall, no, maybe 7th grade study hall, writing down the year 2000 and think, oh my God, 2000? Really? We could get to 2000? Well, we got here, plus 11. And we got through 2020. And maybe if somebody had said no to me along the way, this song wouldn't be so unknown. Playing guitar, singing in a bar, don't know how we're gonna go far. Drive a fancy imported car and be a star. The joint is jumping and the chicks are smooth. Try to listen to the golden rule, and they all play me for a fool. Cool. Spend my life in these filthy bars, borrowed women and old guitars. They won't get you very far to be a star. People come in to hear my song. The waitresses all sing along. Bartender makes time all night long. They sing along, wow, wow, wow. Spend my life in these filthy bars, borrowed women and old guitars. They won't get you very far to be a star. My roadie said, let's get on home. The crowd is gone, we're all alone. My contract says that we play till 2. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Now I'm down to my last rhyme. A man walks in 3-piece suit time. Says, buddy, could I talk to you? When you're through, I guess you all might know the rest. His business card said CBS. He said, boy, I'm gonna make your life a mess. And I said, yeah, yes. Spend my life in these filthy bars, borrowed women and old guitars. They won't get you very far to be a star. To be a star. To be a star. To be a star. Well, that's an interesting thing. I just got a low battery warning, so I don't know if it interrupted the show or not. That song ends this way. to be a star. Diddly daddly doodly boddly bom bom, yeah, 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 yeah. So my time is up. I want to parrot the words of Louis Goldstein, a former comptroller of the state of Maryland. God bless you all real good, and I'll see you next time. Take care.